As we were doing the research on Mount Rushmore for today's video, I kind of realized something's missing in Mount Rushmore.
Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
How would they know?
So, what do you think?
Gus, I'm pretty sure they're gonna know.
Nope.
Of course they're gonna know.
How would they know?
Well, then let's let them know all about Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore is located in the Black Hills of Keystone, South Dakota. It is a national memorial visited by 3 million people every year.
The mountain's height is 5,725 feet.
I hope the feet are clean or that mountain's gonna stink bad.
Ha ha ha.
The sculpture is at the top of the mountain's southeastern side. It was carved out of solid granite rock face.
You may recognize Mount Rushmore as the President's Mountain.
Doane Robinson is recognized as the father of Mount Rushmore because in 1923, Doane Robinson had the idea to create Mount Rushmore, and this would get people from all over the world to visit South Dakota as tourists.
A famous sculptor, Borglum, was the designer, and his idea was that the 4 presidents on the mountain symbolized the first 150 years of the United States.
One of the reasons why Borglum chose Mount Rushmore was because the hill receives maximum sunlight and illuminates the president's faces almost all day long.
The granite found on Mount Rushmore is very smooth and won't wash away due to erosion.
And it's estimated that even after 10,000 years, only 1 inch would disappear.
The 4 U.S. presidents on Mount Rushmore are George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln.
Washington represents the founding of the United States of America.
Jefferson stands for the United States westward expansion.
And Roosevelt symbolized the United States' growth and its strength.
Lincoln represents the United States' safety and security through the American Civil War.
And hey, guess what? Originally, the idea was to carve the sculpture into nearby granite pillars known as the Needles, but they were too thin to support the sculpture.
President Calvin Coolidge officially dedicated Mount Rushmore on August 10th in 1927 with a ceremonial drilling.
The construction for Mount Rushmore actually began on October 4th in 1927.
Borglum and his son, Lincoln Borglum, supervised the entire project.
Nearly 400 workers were involved, using dynamite, jackhammers, chisels, and drills to create the enormous sculpture.
They were so talented that 90% of Mount Rushmore was carved using dynamite.
Do you know what they probably yelled before it exploded?
What?
And boom goes the dynamite.
450,000 tons of rock were removed during the process and left in a pile at the bottom of Mount Rushmore.
The entire project took 40 long years to complete, finishing in 1941.
Borglum was 60 years old when he started carving Mount Rushmore, but he died during construction in March of 1941. Lincoln Borglum, his son, then took over the work of his father.
Hey, guess what? Mount Rushmore was supposed to have the head and waist of each president, but the money or funding ran out to complete that part of Mount Rushmore.
And if you notice, this is why George Washington is the most complete looking United States president on Mount Rushmore.
The total cost of the project was $989,992.32.
Could you imagine how much that would cost now? Okay, guess.
Millions?
Pretty sure you're right. Millions! Millions!
Each of the president's heads on Mount Rushmore are 60 feet tall, with 11-foot wide eyes, mouths that are 18 feet wide, and noses that are 20 feet long.
Mount Rushmore was originally named after Charles E. Rushmore. He was a famous New York lawyer in 1885.
And believe it or not a single worker died during the project, and that's considering all the risks that were involved creating Mount Rushmore.
Thomas Jefferson was supposed to be on the right side of George Washington, but almost 2 years later, they realized it wasn't going to work, so they called a do-over.
They destroyed and blew up all that work with dynamite and decided to carve it on the other side.
Hey, guess what? There is a 50-foot secret tunnel and chamber behind Mount Rushmore. And this was used as the Hall of Records, where copies of very important documents were kept and filed. Wow, that's kind of cool.
The Mount Rushmore National Memorial is still one of the top tourist locations in the United States of America.
Well, hey, guess what? Now we all know more about Mount Rushmore.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. It really helps out our channel.
Sure does.
Make sure to subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.